All right, today we've got Jingle Bells. This is the basic version with your lead sheet that looks like this. So you'll want to find that one. We're going to be talking about the chord shells today. So by now you should have already learned about home bass position. So this song is written in a C home bass position, and you can see that if you look at the top of your chart here where it's got these written out, that is where your hand goes. And you can put each hand in that place. Even though it was written for the right hand, that's for the melody. What we're going to do today is learn the chords on both hands. So if you were playing along and let's say people were singing, and apparently I need to turn the volume up. There we go, that works better. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. So we're going to learn this part here, which you can play along with people singing, or you can also play along with the backing track. And then later on, if you want to try to put the right hand and the left hand together with the right hand melody, you can work on that, but this video will just talk about the chords. So we have home bass position, C home bass position, which means your lowest finger goes on C, and then each one of these fingers, one per note. You don't have to stay glued like this. You can kind of if one finger hits, the other ones can be lifted, but you don't want to stray into different positions. So you have to know where the home is for each one, which is why we call it home bass. So for the first symbol on the page, where you see that H on the first measure, that is the home bass position chord, and we call this a chord shell because you're just playing the bottom and the top. So if you see an H, you know that's a home bass chord, and you just hit the outside notes. It looks like this on this hand. And for this piece, we're just going to hit one at the beginning of each measure. So you've got jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. And then on the second line, you have what we call an up chord. And that will be moving slightly out of home bass. What you're going to do is you're going to take the top note and you're going to move it up one white note. The bottom one stays the same. So up chord, there's the home bass, and the up chord. And the right hand, home bass, up chord, home bass. And the only other chord we have on this page is the down chord. If you go straight to the end of that line, you see an arrow down. On this one, we're only going to move the bottom note in relation to home bass. We're always talking in relation to the home. So we're leaving this note. We're going to move this one down one white note. And you notice I kind of let my fingers free float when that happens. I don't have to try to stretch that, as long as you know where they belong when you go back to home bass. So we've got home bass, down chord, home bass, down chord. Try the up chord, try the home bass, the down chord, and the home bass. And let's try this with the other hand. If you think you're ready, you can do both. So home bass, up chord, home bass, down chord. So in order to play along with the music, you just have to keep track of where you are in the song and hit the chord at the beginning of each measure, at the very first note on each measure. And the exception would be this last measure right here, where you see we have a home bass and then we have the down chord. So we've got G, G, switch chords on F, D. Let's say one horse open sleigh is how that one goes. And that'll just be a little bit faster. It'll sound like this. The rest of them you've got lots of time to switch, one whole measure. So what I'm going to do is turn on the music, and it will start a little fast and I'll slow it down so that you can play along a little bit more easily and you can watch how I do it. Watch for those homes, ups and downs, and play along if you feel like you're ready. Five, six, seven, eight. Get ready for your melody and go. Up chord and home bass. Down chord, home bass. And switch back to home. Alright, so that is your basic version of Jingle Bells with just using the home, the up, and the down, and you only hit them when they're written on the page there. But there are other things that you can do. You notice that I was doing kind of a fancy rhythm, and that is what our rhythm box page is for. So let me show you. If you have this one in your possession, you'll want to grab it. And what we're going to do is work on this top box here. So the top line is always for the right hand, the bottom line is always for the left hand. So if you had a steady beat going, let me just turn on the drum machine here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice we're only using the first circle in each box. The second circle is for more complicated rhythms. So you'd be playing right, 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 right. Now if you're looking at the left one, left, 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 right, 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 right. So the challenge on this is to play them both together. And I'm going to switch our view here. And what I would start off with is just take your home bass chord in each hand, and we're going to play this first beat here. So you've got both hands together, and then left, together, left. And I'm just playing the home bass chord. Left, left, together, left, together, left, together, left, together, left, together, left. Now if you put that with the beat, it starts to sound pretty catchy. Together, left, 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 together, left. If that feels easy, this one here is a little bit more challenging. The right hand is identical. Right, right. This one we get to use the second little circle. So we've got a long beat and a short beat. And it sounds like this. Long, short, long, short, long. I'm sorry I didn't quite play it. I can't talk and play at the same time.